The Columbian Exchange was a network of trade between the New World of North and South America and the Old World consisting of Europe and Africa. This exchange of goods was the first example of globalization and the catalyst for the massive population growth of the next 500 years. But first, a little history. In 1492, when Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue, he set in motion a chain of events that led to the growth of the societies of today. Columbus set sail in search of India, but instead ended up in present-day North America, and later figured out that he was not, in fact, in India, but rather what would become known as the New World. This new area provided new crops to the Old World, such as corn, cocoa, beans, peanuts, potatoes, pumpkins, squash, and tomatoes. In exchange, crops such as coffee, onions, rice, and wheat were introduced to the New World. Along with crops, the exchange brought horses to the New World, which changed the lifestyles of many Native American tribes. This also sent turkeys to the Old World, which had a much weaker effect on the long-term outlook of the population. What affected the long-term outlook most to the natives of the Americas wasn't intentional. It was the introduction of Old World diseases such as smallpox, measles, and malaria. After the arrival of Columbus, anywhere between 80 to 95% of the local population of Native Americans died off because of these diseases and colonial brutality. The Columbian Exchange was also responsible for the transportation of African slaves to the Americas. A grand total of 12.5 million Africans were estimated to have been shipped to the New World during this time period. While all of this may paint a picture that the Columbian Exchange was a terrible event, it was quite the opposite. The Columbian Exchange caused a massive population boom in the Old World, as calorie-dense foods from the Americas made their way to the Old World. This boom is most noticeable in Ireland, as their diet became highly dependent on the potato. This dependency led to the Great Irish Potato Famine, which devastated the population during the 7-year period between 1845 and 1852. Despite the negatives, the Columbian Exchange was a very positive advancement in the world. Being the first instance of globalization, it was the first moment where items and resources from around the world came together. This directly influenced several future events, such as the Industrial Revolution. As a bonus to this video, I decided to include 7 must-knows, one for each unit of AP Human Geography. Our first one is Unit 1, Geography. There is no one must-know for this unit, so I've narrowed the must-know in this chapter down to all the vocabulary. It's all basic stuff that you will build on later. The next unit is population. The key part of population is learning how to read population pyramids, which appeared constantly on the exam. The next unit is religion. Now, the most important thing about religion is understanding hearths and how religion diffuses. In our fourth unit, understanding gerrymandering and the reasons behind gerrymandering is the key to success. In Unit 5, the most important piece is knowing the von Thunen model, which is a model that describes the placement of agriculture outside of cities. In our sixth unit, the most important piece is knowing Rostow's development model, which describes how states improve over time. In our final unit, the most important part about the unit is knowing central place theory, which describes how cities interact with each other and how bigger cities are farther away and smaller cities are closer. And with that, I conclude my video. Thank you for watching.
Created using Powtoon.